الله لا إله إلا هو له الأسماء الحسنى.
One of the questions the sisters asked, that if someone has to pay zakat, about £500 zakat, so could they pay in installments? Yes, they can pay in installments. One question that. So the question is, does someone has to pay zakat £500 and they don't have all the 500 together, or they have the 500 but they want to pay in installment, they can do that. That's one. The other masala normally people ask is that someone wants to pay zakat before the whole year passes. The whole year passes. Could they pay their zakat in advance? Yes, they could. On one condition, once they have the nisab. So, in the beginning of year, I have the nisab. And in the middle of year, I want to pay zakat to someone. And I roughly calculate by my next zakatable month, or I will have that much wealth, so I pay that much zakat, that's okay. If you are paid extra, that's gone now. If you're paid less, then top it up. Give you an example, I got £10,000 in Ramadan. In Rajab, I thought I gave zakat to so-and-so people, they're in need of it. So could I pay zakat? Yes, I could, even though my zakatable month has not come. But the condition is that I have to have nisab before that. And if I pay extra zakat, which more than I have to pay, that's gone, that's sadaqah. And if I pay less, then I have to top it up. Yeah? 2. Number 3, third question normally which is asked is, people say, do we deduct the amount of zakat we pay from our wealth? Yeah, this is the normal, our question, isn't it? So I got £10,000, no, whatever money I got, alright, and I pay £500 zakat on it. So when I pay zakat, alright, from that £10,000, do I deduct the amount of zakat, then calculate the 2.5%, or all it added on? All, alright? This is the normal question, people try to do that. So you have to pay zakat on all of it, alright? They try to con Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala too in it. You understand? Yeah? That's good?
Otherwise, it'll constantly.
Yeah, it constantly. So these are some of the questions. Any other questions regarding this? Yeah? Yeah. Tax? The question is, alright, if you own anything in it, you have to deduct that. So for instance, alright, in Ramadan, alright, I got £10,000, but now I have already got a bill which I have to pay. I can deduct that. So that bill could be tax bill, that could be electric bill, which I have to pay now, or I own, not the future. So for instance, alright, I've got a bill now for £50,000 to pay. So I deduct that from my what? Zakat. No zakat on that. But if I know then in 2 months time I have to pay tax, or I have to pay my electric bill, council tax bill, I cannot deduct that. Understand? Otherwise then you're never going to pay zakat. Understand? The last, let's come to this now. Who could you not give zakat to, or who could you give zakat to? These are called masarif in zakat. What are they called? Masarif. Who could you give zakat to, who could you not give? Who are the masarif zakat? Quran Kareem in Surah At-Tawbah, ayat number 60. إنما الصدقات للفقراء والمساكين والعاملين عليها والمؤلفة قلوبهم وفي الرقاب والغارمين وفي سبيل الله وابن السبيل فريضة من الله والله عليم حكيم. Surah At-Tawbah, ayat number 60. In this ayat, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this is a reference. He explains 8 masarif of zakat, 8 categories of people that you can give zakat to. And the main point on nowadays, because the rest is hard. So the main point you have to understand, that person has to be fakir, poor.
Is there a definition of poor?
Yeah, I'm coming to that. Definition of poor is if that person is the owner of nisab. If a person is the owner of nisab, either malinami or ghairinami, you cannot give zakat to them. I'm gonna break it up now. You know, we read hadiths which has been collected by Abu Dawood and other muhaddithin, that when a person has 200 dirham, he is what? Rich. He has to give zakat. So that is the threshold, alright? It's telling us a line, alright, a boundary, that the person is ghani and wealthy when he has one nisab. Now, if anyone has no mal nisab nami or ghairi nami, then you can give them zakat. Now, nami is easy in it. That a person has 612 grams of what? Silver, or 87 grams of what? Gold. That person is, according to all of you, is what? Or he has a big business, alright, which is worth more than 1,100 pounds. Could you give them zakat? He has gold and silver. Could you give them zakat? No. That's easy malinami. Ghairi nami is alright, that the wealth, alright, they have which does not exceed, but they're not using it. So I'll give example. A person has in their house, alright, extra clothes, which is worth more than 1,100 pounds. They don't have to pay zakat on that, do they? But could you give them zakat? No. You cannot give them zakat. Yeah? He's partial more rich. She's partial rich. Is that clear? So that's where you have to be careful.
What about, say, like back home, people, like, they just have like a tin shack and a rickshaw for their business, and that's it.
What do we have?
A rickshaw or a tuk-tuk.
Yeah, that's the need in it. That's not, it's not beside the need.
It wouldn't be a violent enemy.
No, it's not that's the need in it. So they have a rickshaw, there are a few donkeys and all that. That's all the need in it. That comes in all the need. We said zakat is only compulsory when it's exceeding from the what? Need. It's out of the need. You can if they have mali ghairi nami which is in the need, then no zakat on that. You can give them zakat. But if they have mali ghairi nami which is not in the need, out of the need, alright, and they just cut that on the side, and then you cannot pay them zakat. You got it?
Yeah. And what if it's in their need, like somebody's got £1 million house, £1 million car, but they use everything, but they've got no money in the bank.
Yeah. That's not mali nami then. That's in the need, innit? You got a car, right, which is worth £5,000, but that's your need, innit?
You can't pay them zakat.
No, that's your need. You could pay them zakat if they have nothing else. That's your need, innit? That's not mali nami which is out of your need. You got it? Yeah. I got books upstairs, which is worth about £50,000. Yeah? That's mali ghairi nami, mali ghairi nami, but that's my need in it. So if I don't have any other wealth, could someone pay me zakat? Yeah. Understand? No, that's my need in it. Yeah? For instance, your optician, who's optician? Yeah? Your optician, you got equipment worth than £200,000. That's your need. and you got no other wealth, and you owe Dane to your uncle Hassan, £100,000 you have to pay him. So could we pay you zakat? And you got nothing else. I can pay you zakat. Even though that's worth more than that, but that's your need. Is that clear? Yeah? Gotcha. Anyway, I don't want to go, that's all, that's the main thing, that's one thing you have to understand, you have to give zakat to that person that's poor. Number two, you can give zakat to a person who's got dain on them, colors on him. He's poor now, isn't he? Quran says, wal gharimina. He's got dain, debt on them, which is covered all his nisab. He's going on nisab. Because he gives zakat on them. Yeah.
Is it incorrect if the person who you owe the money to, they give you the money as zakat and you give it back to them as their debt? Is that wrong?
What was it? Sorry,
So
I got the question, I think.
if I owe him £5,000,
Yeah.
I don't have nisab. He gives me zakat of however much. I give that back to him then. Pay off his debt. Is that-
Yeah. It's okay.
Is it?
Yeah. You could do that. Doesn't he like it? Ahnaf known for that. Yeah.
That you what if a mosque is in need, like for example, the one you're building now, can I include in the gap?
1 minute. Yeah, I'll cover it. Jazakallah. In zakat, Quran is saying wa'atu zakat. Give zakat. Ita means that you have to make them a malik tamlik. So anyone you give zakat or any organization you give zakat, they have to come the owner of it. If you give zakat to certain organization or certain people, alright, and they do not come the owner of it directly, alright, then zakat is not done. So the question the brother asked, could you give zakat to a masjid? No. Because no one is coming the owner of it. Yeah? Could you give zakat to buy a coffin for someone? No. Yeah? Understand? So you can't give zakat because ita is zakat. Quran ayat is saying that you have to make them what? Owner of it. Yeah, that's one. You cannot give zakat to usul and furu, your usul and furu. Usul is who you're born from, and who's born from you is furu.
Is it part of the 8 categories of people? Is it?
No, I didn't explain all of them. I just explained one mainly, that you can give zakat to the fakir. Now I'm explaining those who you cannot give zakat to. Alright? I didn't explain all the 8 because then I don't have that much time and you don't need them. Who could you not give zakat to? I said number one, the first rule regulation is tamleek is necessary, that you have to make someone the owner of your zakat. And that's from ita zakat. Right? Number two, you cannot give zakat to your usul and furu, who you're born from or who's born from you. You cannot give zakat, your zakat to your wife, or your wife cannot give it to you. According to fiqh Hanafiyya. Alright? Given to your wife is not allowed in no fiqh, and the other way around is allowed in some fiqh, alright? But I don't want to go into detail on that. Why did I say that you're not allowed to give zakat to your usul and furu, who you're born from, who's born from you? Ibn Abbas radiallahu ta'ala says that no one can give zakat to those people who is responsible for. Whoever is in their guidance. And Musannif ibn Abi Shayba collects this hadith. Quran says in it, الرجال قوامون على النساء بما فضل الله بعضهم على بعض وبما أنفقوا من أموالهم. That the nafaka and the expenses of his wife, whose responsibility is the husband. So anyone who is in your responsibility, you cannot give zakat to them. Could you give your zakat to your grandson, granddaughter, your son? Could you give your zakat to your mother, grandmother? Yeah? Could you give zakat to your wife? No. She's your responsibility. Billah to fact. The other one, I don't want to go into detail, but Shawafi and Sahibain say that the wife can give zakat to the husband. But Imam Malik and Ahnaf say no, they cannot. Alright?
Would that include in-laws?
You can give zakat to in-laws.
You can.
Yeah, you can give zakat to in-laws.
Even your parents like in-laws.
What?
I mean, like for example, like your mother-in-law, father-in-law, could you give it to them?
Yeah, you can give, there's nothing to do with your zakat. Your wife cannot give zakat to them. You can give your zakat to them. Do you have to tell them this is zakat? No. Do you have to tell them this? No, you don't have to tell them. Because it's the hadiyah. Give an Eid. As long as you make them the malik. Do you have to give the zakat in the same form, or could you change the form? For instance, I have to pay zakat 1,000 pounds. Do I have to give it in money, or can I buy some gold and give it that to someone? You can do that, innit? I can change the format. Yeah, that's allowed in Sharia. Like Mu'adh ibn Jabal radiallahu ta'ala used to do that. Yeah? Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala guided that. And when Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam sent Mu'adh ibn Jabal in Yemen, to Yemen, he said, تُؤْخَذُ مِنْ أَغْنِيَائِهِمْ وَتُرَدُّ إِلَىٰ فُقَرَائِهِمْ. Take it from the poor and give it to the what? Take it from the rich, give it to the poor. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said to him. And then when he realized that if I send the stuff from here to what? Medina, it's not going to benefit them. So what he used to change the format, he used to sell fabric, because the fabric of Yemen was well known. And instead of selling the other goods in it, like camels and sheep and all that, because they had, Medina had a lot of camels in it. But he used to sell what they needed clothes, and give that in zakat to the Bayt al-Mal. Understand? So this is from a hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Yeah, what was your question?
Can it be in the form of food as well?
Yeah, could be in the form. As long as you make them the owner. Yeah? Yeah.
If you're paying someone else's zakat, so your wife's zakat, for example.
I'll come to that now. Yeah. You cannot give zakat to Banu Hashim, the family of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. As long as they're the family of Rasulullah. Ali, the children of Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu, the children of Abbas radiallahu ta'ala anhu, the children of Haris radiallahu ta'ala anhu, the children of Aqil. You cannot give zakat to any of these. Basically, the Sadat. Alright? If they really are Sadat, there's a lot of fake Sadat in India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. Alright? I don't know how they come Sadat, but I don't say anything. The question is, alright, that could you do any ibadat from niyabat is called. Doing ibadat from somewhere else. Alright? So there's 3 types of ibadat. Remember this for the next course too, inshallah. Niyab ibadat badaniya khasa. That sort of ibadat which is specified for just for badan. You can only do that to your body, like salat. Ibadat badaniya khasa. Just through like salat, fasting, you can only do that. Yeah? Number 2 is ibadat maliya khasa. That ibadat which is 100% just wealth. Got to do what? With wealth. Number 3 is ibadat which is combined with wealth and body, badan. That ibadat which is just connected with your body, no one else can do that for you, you have to do that for yourself. Like salat. If you say, Hassan said to me, I pay you £200, do my salat every day. Could I do that? Could you do that? No. If you say I pay you now, Ramadan is coming in, and you say to me, I pay you £30 for every fast you do, and do that for me. Could you do it? People do it. People do it. There are people out there doing it. Is that allowed? No, that's not allowed. Alright? So niyabat means being in the place of someone else. You cannot do that niyabat, alright, in ibadat badaniya khasa, like salat, fasting. Ibadat maliya, if it's an ibadat which is especially related just for wealth, alright, someone else could do that on your behalf on this condition that they know. So for instance, alright, Adnan, Zakat, your wife is called, no, take my wife got about 200 grams of gold. If I want to pay Zakat on the 200 gram, alright, I could do that. But first I have to tell her that I'm paying you a Zakat which is farz on you. Yeah? Same with Sadaqatul Fitr. Yeah? Now what you have to understand is, whoever is the owner of the wealth or the gold or the jewelry, Zakat is compulsory on them.
So the Maliya, it can be done by someone else so long as
They're informed.
the person who is farmed on the
Yeah, who has to pay the Zakat is compulsory. And the other one which is combined, alright, it's not my topic today, but I'll just say that is a form of ibadat, ibadat badaniya and maliya is Hajj. Hajj you have to do yourself, but if you get ajiz anil Hajj, you cannot go to Hajj. Then someone else can do Hajj on your behalf. So for instance, alright, I'm T-Talk now. Hajj is farz on me. And after I did not go when I was alright. I could have went, I didn't go. So Zakat, Hajj is still compulsory on me. And then I got ajiz, I got ill, disabled or something old. Then I can send someone else to do Zakat, Hajj on my behalf. Or I have to do wasiyat that when I die, do my Hajj.
What's that one called? Said that.
Ibadat-i-Mushtarak, sorry. Ibadat-i-Mushtarak. The last question I want to say is, alright, this is the ikhtilafi masala. Someone can say, could we give zakat to someone who's, even though he's poor or she's poor, but they can work and earn themselves? We call muqtasib, sahiyan muqtasib. A person is healthy and can earn themselves. Could we give zakat to that? According to Fiqh Hanafiyya, yes, you could give zakat to them. He's not ghani, he's not rich. Imam Shafi Rahmatullah said, no, don't give them zakat. Yeah? Right? Understand? Who has the right to give zakat to? The people who are your relatives or akraba. If they're not the usul of furu, they're not your usul, they have the first right to give zakat. Two things. Number one, you give zakat, sadaqah, you get the sawab for that, and sila rahmi is tying the war relationship. Yeah, they have the most right. That's alright. Understand? I'm trying to make sure you give zakat to those people, alright, who are pious. Yeah? Because whatever good deeds they do, that will come towards you. Even though zakat is false, alright, but you still will get the reward for it.
So in relation to family members,
Yeah.
how can you be sure that they haven't reached the level of nisab?
Is you are responsible for what? The zahir. Yeah, you do your best. You know, there's a hadith, or I've got no time left, but Man is a Sahabi, alright. He placed a dirham or dinar by in the masjid, said, give this to a poor person. His son went and took the zakat. He came back and said to Rasulullah, I didn't make the intention for it. Rasulullah says, your zakat is done. So you try your best to put it in the right place. This is the Bukhari. This is your responsibility to do your best. This is not totally saying, give in. Who cares? Zakat is done. I don't care. But you have to try your best. You tried your best and you went to the wrong place. It's okay.
But okay, so what checks can I do to say if such?
You do look. You do the normal checks. You know you are a CID in you, so do your normal checks for how you do your checks. Everyone does it.
But family and back home, it's difficult to say. Okay, yeah, I mean sitting here, yeah, he's suitable.
You
for
can
the job.
you can tell by how they live and everything, how they think. That's what you're supposed to.
Okay.
That's what. You don't have to go in the batin. You have to look at the Zahir. Yeah. One more question. Can I answer this one? The question is normally is asked, alright, the gold that the ladies are wearing, do you pay zakat on that? Yes, you pay on zakat on that. There's three sahih hadiths according to my knowledge. One of them are in Abu Dawud. That's the sahih hadith. A lady came by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. A child was wearing what? Bangles, sawarani, gold bangles. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, are you paying zakat on that? She said, no. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, will this please you that this will be changed in the form of fire? Or you want to pay zakat on it? She said, she took them out and threw them in front of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and said, you keep them, Rasulullah, give it to someone poor. I don't need them. So this hadith is clear cut saying that you have to pay zakat on it. Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha was wearing a small kind of a ring which is made of what? Silver. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, what's this? She said, Atazayyanu laka, I'm beautifying myself for you. Wearing a silver ring. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, do you pay zakat on it? She said, do I have to pay zakat on this? Yes, you have to pay zakat on this. Alright? So in Salma radiallahu ta'ala and hadith and all these. So this Sahih hadith is the huliyah, the zewarat and the jewelry which are you wearing, zakat from that, as long as they're from silver and what? Gold. Now, Hassan can say that I've got diamonds, not for trading. Yeah? A stone in it. Do you pay zakat on that? No. No zakat on diamonds. As long as it's not for trading. It's more worth it than gold. More worth it than, but Sharia said no. No.
But if that diamond, the ring was silver, you
the ring is made from gold in it.
So gold, okay.
Pay zakat on the gold, but the diamond you don't have to pay. So the ring might be worth it £1,000. The diamond is £5,000. You don't pay zakat on the £5,000. You pay on the what? £1,000. That's one. And you only pay zakat if it's the majority of his gold or majority of his silver. I've got a ring and it's 2 carats of gold in it. Do you pay zakat on that? No. Because the majority is not what? Gold or silver. The majority have to be 19 or 20 or 30, 24, 22, 19, something like that, or 17. Majority of that ring or whatever jewelry, it has to be gold or what? Silver. Understand? Otherwise you have to pay zakat on yourself too. Have you got gold in you?
I hope not.
You have. You got gold in your body. You have gold in your body, Dr. Sir? 0.4 grams. 0.4 grams you got 0.4 grams you got 0.4 gram you got in your body gold. Am I right?
Yeah, there will be something.
Yeah, something. It says about 0.4 grams you got. Gram. Yeah? So I've tried my best to cover whatever I could. Alright? I don't know if I left anything. When I go from here, then I'll remember a lot of things. But at the moment, that's all. Sadaqatul Fitr, I try to cover with what? Ramadan, inshallah, next week, inshallah.
So just one question. Do you know with regards to if I buy my daughter gold,
Yeah.
she's not valid yet. So who is responsible for that?
If you make her the owner of the gold,
Yes.
then no zakat on it. If you're the owner of the gold, then zakat is with your wealth. You have to make her the owner, then no zakat on it.
Okay.
Ji?
money from the nanny from say rental properties.
Okay. Rental properties. So if you have rental property, there's no zakat on the property. Is zakat on the income if that's free from what? Debt. You got 5 houses. So every house is worth 300,000 pounds. Do you pay zakat on the house, when you go to the value of the house? No. It's just on the income. Yeah? Unless the time you bought it, you had intention to buy and sell. Now 2 things you have to understand again. I bought these 5 houses to rent out or just keep for myself. So at the time I bought them, my intention was to keep them for myself or rent. So these are not for buying and selling. So the zakat is not going to be on the actual property, value of the property. Yeah? Number 2 is I bought this house to buy and sell. Do it up and renovate and sell it. Now zakat is on the value of the house. Got this? Yeah? Number 3 is I bought it for myself and later on thought, or sell it off now. Zakat is still not on the value of that. Until you get the whole wealth and then you pay zakat with it. Yeah? Yeah. So, nothing. Whatever goods you have in your, whatever you're trading on, zakat is on wajib on that. You have to calculate that properly. So I've got a shop over here. And it's got all these goods which I'm selling. Yeah? So how do I price them? I got 3 prices to price. Number 1, how much I bought them for. Number 3, how much I'm selling it for. And number 3 is that I put a whole value on that when I'm selling it to you. That's the best price, that's the middle price. Because I bought it for 50p. I'm selling for 150. But if Abdul Wahab comes and say, I want to buy the whole bulk, I'll sell it to £1 each. So I price that middle price. Yeah? That's one. I'm coming to you because don't forget. The other question rises over here. Do we have to count every item? Yes, you have to count every item. It's not hard. Nowadays, it's not hard at all. Everything's on the computer. Yeah? You have to count every item, otherwise you're not paying zakat properly. Because when he says the hadith, is people who come with the not pay as the hadith, zakat. One of them is the who are not calculated properly. Yeah. I had a few things, yeah?
What if somebody says zakat of just 2.5%? What if somebody says that I'm unsure about my zakat in the past, whether I gave less or more? I want to make sure every year, so I'll pay 3%, for example.
Yeah, that's good. That's okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's okay. No harm in that. Yes. Yeah, I think, yeah.
So you said earlier that you can deduct that 1 month's kind of expenses from your wealth to get to your nisab. So some people they do self-assessment tax returns. So you pay your tax possibly over two periods, so January and then July. So obviously July from now is 5 months away. You're going to have to pay that amount in July for that.
But have you got the bill?
Yes.
You got the bill to pay?
You got the bill.
It's on your responsibility.
Yes.
But you got the time till July to pay.
July to pay.
But it's still debt on you, innit?
Yes.
So then you can deduct that. Yeah,
Right.
that's it. Anything I forgot to say?
So I thought that one you said for taxes, you don't, if it comes in 2 months' time.
No, if it's already the bill has come.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The bill has come and they only give you a time limit. Okay. So it's on you, day is on you, innit?
Okay.
Regarding that, so when I was self-employed, I used to put some money aside every month. So when the bill came, I had it there. Would that money still be eligible for zakat, even though that's going to go as soon as the bill
Yeah,
comes?
it's gonna go, but you still gotta know you pay zakat on that. Yeah. I don't know, I forgot a few things, but not coming to my mind. Any question from the sisters before I pack everything up? If a widow has 2 dinner sets, this is a question from the sister, and she has a suitcase of clothes, whatever. If that is not used, so that's nisabi ghair nami. So she doesn't have to pay zakat if she doesn't have any other wealth, but she's not. If that's ghairi nami and it reaches to the nisab of about 1,100 pounds, no, you cannot pay them zakat. Yeah. Same with someone has a TV, that's not a need thing. TV and the other screen. Someone has a what's the biggest TV? 20 inch, 30 inch, 40 inch. No. Alright. Whatever the biggest TV is, alright. That's not a need. So you cannot pay zakat. Someone has a bigger TV and all that. If it reaches to the nisab.
Also, mobile phones are almost like a necessity now.
Yeah.
And they're quite expensive. Some mobile phones could be £1,000.
Whatever they are is a need.
It's a need.
Is a need.
Right.
Same with the car, van, whatever, right? That's a need now. You can have a Rolls Royce. Yeah? Yeah, that's a Rolls Royce. Just dream of it. You have a Rolls Royce, alright? But it's still a car in it, whatever is worth it.
But is it a need to have a Rolls Royce?
No, but you got a car in it. A car is a need in it. Swari, whatever. Markab is a need in it.
Okay.
Yeah? That's all. So next Sunday, inshallah ta'ala, we do the Som, inshallah, and I'll try to cover the Sadaqat al-Fitr with Som, inshallah ta'ala. If you have still, if I forget anything, I'll note for Zakat, I'll cover that next week, inshallah. If you have any questions, you can bring your question next week, inshallah. So we'll do the Som, inshallah ta'ala.
الله لا إله إلا هو له الأسماء الحسنى